This is the very first one I started. I started going to counseling because I was so depressed, and so my marriage was ending and everything. And I started going to counseling, and my counselor was like, "You need to create a vision board. Divide it into 3 sections. The way you see yourself.
All right.
The steps you want to take to change, and who you want to see yourself in the future."
Ooh, that's deep.
So, yeah. And what I did was, because I had to divide it in 3 places, into 3 sections, you can't see it very well, but I left a small door here because change is hard. But it's open, and it's going into the steps that I want to create the change, and then I'll go loops around, and all the different travels and stuff and hoops and stuff you have to go through. And the bigger door here, where the change is easier. So it just flows into who I'm going to be in the future.
Truly amazing and had such a, oh my gosh, an amazing experience this morning with my morning routine.
Oh, tell me.
I gotta tell you first before we get into vision boards. Yeah, first when I woke up, because I'm getting in the habit of listening to how my body feels, of what I need in the mornings, right? So I don't have a schedule anymore. I try to tap into myself and see what needs loving on, or what do you need today, girl? What you need? So at first I was like, I'm gonna do a grounding meditation, because if you haven't realized, sometimes my mind is going like this, and I'm speaking fast, and I'm excited, and I'm like, ah! So that means I need to get grounded. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get grounded this morning. And when I was thinking about it and doing it, all of a sudden this other meditation popped in my head, and it was a intention meditation to set intentions. I'm like, oh, let me find it. And I really couldn't find it. I'm like, I'm not giving up. So I looked again, like, oh, I see you, boo. And then my mind was like, this meditation is 40 minutes. You only got 20. I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. Because, and it was magnificent. Magnificent. I brought up a ball of energy, and then it got bigger and bigger, as big as a beach ball. And then she had to spin it. And when we did spin it with our right hand, it got as big as me. And then there was an image of me in the ball. And then okay, I gotta tell you more. Then wait, there's more.
Talk about a vision.
Then we grabbed chi from our energy center, our sex center, and we pulled it out, and it was gold, and we brought it to our lips. Beautiful. And we spoke into the ball, and the first word was love. And then we put that ball in that beautiful spinning vortex of energy with that image of us in front of us. We put it in there, and she guided us to visualize that once the ball went in there, it went in there and it rippled as if like a drop of water. So, and then she was like, imagine and visualize that love ball that you put in there change the colors and the vibrations of the visual of you. Yes, it was fire. And that was only one ball. We just did how many balls? 4 or 5. And then she gave us words. And then after that, she gave us 10 minutes to, pull out balls and say other things we wanted to set for our intention. And then the point of it, the point of it was to separate from the outcome of something, but focus on the emotional state, the vibrational state that you want to be. And then at the very end, the vortex in front of us replicated 7 times. So, because we grabbed those 7 individually and put them in our 7 chakras. So we started with our roots. and I was crying. And then each time we got to each of our different chakras, we thanked our chakra, you know. And I'm just teared. I'm just crying. I'm like,
Oh, that's beautiful.
I
Oh,
was
girl, you gotta
crying.
send that to me. Oh my goodness. Send it to
Okay,
everyone.
I will.
Excuse me, as we having just a personal conversation here.
Right.
Send it to everyone. Yes, post that. That was, oh. And that's beautiful in relation to what we're about to talk about.
It
today.
totally is.
Oh my
Totally.
goodness, because we talk about setting intentions.
Yes.
We're talking about why we're here, our purpose,
Yes.
why we do what we do.
Yes.
And you wanted to personally go inside and
Yes.
set some
Yes.
and
Exactly.
connect to yourself. And I know that the more and more we get connected, that feeling comes of you. You get to feel
Yes.
yourself. And you want to go like, where you been? Oh, you're so happy, like, oh, nice to meet you. You know, a part of
Right.
yourself.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Hey, hey, Queen. It's okay.
Who took me out of my sleep? Somebody called me out of my sleep.
It was me. I called you.
Dude, no, but like on my sleep. You called me on my sleep too.
I think both of us
Spirit
did.
said, yes.
Was like, where is
said,
Misty?
the spirit told me where you was.
I was like, oh, it was pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was sleeping, like sleeping, and then I hear this voice, we gotta go. I was like, I woke up with this,
high 5D.
this is me. I woke up and I was like, oh shit, it's time to go.
I love
so
it.
sorry.
No, but I love it. I love it.
Thank you though. I heard your voice in my sleep. I hear this, we gotta go. And I was like, and when I saw the time, it was 8:54. And I was like, oh shoot, I gotta go. So I just wanted to tell you that you really got me out from my sleep, girl. I was gone. And it was so funny because I woke up at 7 and I did some prayers. I did some prayers and I did some breathing technique.
You went back.
Right, that breathing got you back, girl.
I went back.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank
So
you. Though.
we were just explaining to everyone what Dee was telling about her morning practice, and it was awesome. And she did an intention.
I'm so sorry.
Setting intention meditation.
I forgot we were live.
Oh no, that's why I love it. We're all the way live, no matter what. Thank you. Go ahead, Dee. Go ahead, Dee. Thank you.
There we go.
This is what it's about.
Boo, we are live every moment.
Every
So
moment,
we're live every moment, and I feel, you know, all three of us have vowed to be so live we want everyone else to experience us live, so they can know that, hey Tiffany, so they can know that they can do anything. You can do anything, you know, and then you're not alone, and just so much, and boom.
The realism of it. Being all the way live is being yourself no matter what. Yes. Every moment of your life, you're gonna catch me where you catch me, and this is what it looks like. And and I accept it. It's about I accept it. I accept myself at every level, anyone seeing me whenever, and I'm not hiding from myself. So I'm darn sure not hiding from anyone else.
Right.
All the way live. That's why I said I kept saying I love this. I love this.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes.
I have gone to class in China with crust underneath my eyes. Because I forgot. I got up like this. I go, oh, how are you? And having class.
And the beautiful thing about it is that that's showing the ones that are looking at you, that you do know and that you don't know.
Yeah.
That never stop. Always be you.
Always be you.
Like you say, my girl Angela, my Queen Angela, show up for yourself each day. You know, no matter how you look, because again, you are still worthy when you cry. Jessie still looks fine in that bathrobe. She looks sexy. She does. Okay.
Purple color.
Jessie, you're muted. We didn't hear what you said, girl.
And we know it's cold out there.
Right.
Thank you guys. Hey guys. I'm
You're
just
welcome.
here living life. This is, oh man. So So I was sleeping, and
no,
I entered the room, and I didn't even realize that we were like live, and I was like, oh, that's how I was like, did you call me? Because I know Ange calls me all the time, but I did feel a difference. So I think it was you, D. I think it was your rouse that like was like, oh girl, you gotta go.
I was like, whoa, where you at?
Like, boo, are you even coming? Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Well, the spirit said you were resting. Spirit said you was resting and had to get it together. So I said to D, I said, well, let's go. She's coming. So I knew you was coming. And you're here. So where did Tiffany go?
I don't know. She'll be back. She went in the vortex.
Right. She'll be back. She went in the vortex. She's come back.
Misty is joining us live. Hey, Misty. Misty said that was my first thought. She looks beautiful in that robe.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So today, everyone, we are talking about vision boards. And I love that DeAnna started with her morning meditation of setting intentions and the beauty of it. You know how she pulled from herself her different chakras, those balls, and then blew in it to her intention and set it out in motion. This is what we're doing with vision boards. This is what we're doing with vision boards. We're setting out our intentions. We're setting out, showing ourselves why we do what we do every day, remembering our why, remembering our purpose. And a real specific, special thing about a vision board, it's you.
Yes.
It is uniquely and specifically you. So the feeling behind it, and anything that you pick to put on your vision board, down to the color, the shape of things, the pictures you choose or draw, how words you write, it all comes from you. All right. And for a vision board, I read that you're supposed to set it somewhere where you see it every day. I turned my camera around yesterday and showed you all. Mine was right next to me. All of mine are actually on my front wall. So this front wall faces my bed. All right, as y'all can see, every day, my bed. All right. I live in a studio apartment, so it's one room basically, but it's a cool room. And so when I get up in the morning, I get to see all of this. And it represents to me, why I do what I do every day. It reminds me, and then I get myself to work it, you show
Okay,
up.
I just got a download.
Give me that download, girl. I saw it. You went like this. Oh
my gosh, you saw my face. I was like,
download.
Okay. So you know what? Because we're doing vision boards, and we're I would say limiting it to a piece of paper, right? But wow,
the wall. I wish I could show you my whole wall.
Her whole place is a vision board.
Yeah.
That means that your whole place is a vision board. So your bathroom is a vision board, your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom,
everything is part of you.
Wait, you go outside. That tree outside is your vision board. Don't limit it. We will be showing you how to create one on paper.
Yes. Yeah. Because
but we want you to know that everything, the fact, anytime you open up your eyes, you hear stuff, you taste, that's your vision board. The food.
Oh, I create in my kitchen.
Them PB cookies I make is my vision board. Watch out. And when
every spice, the color of every spice that you use, the smell and aroma that goes along with it, your emotion as you're cooking, the honesty, purity, and intent that you set as you chop your fruits and vegetables, the thoughts that you put into it. There's a movie I want everyone to look at called Like Water for Chocolate. You can have it in English and in Spanish. And it is amazing because it speaks about the cultural experience of this young woman and her family from generation to generation that passed down the art of cooking. Well, her cooking and her family, they wouldn't cook unless they were in the mood to cook. Because they could put whatever they were feeling in that food. If she was sad, everybody started crying. If she was upset, people were in trouble. And it is one reason why in my culture I was taught we don't cook when we're upset. I used to order pizza if I was in the mental state to cook because I knew that would go into my food, So all of it, like Dee said, is your vision board. It is art in motion, right?
Tiffany is here with us live. Tiffany, if you want to come on camera, we would love to see your beautiful face. We would love to see you create your vision board too.
Yay, yay, yay.
Or I know, Tiffany, I think you said that you were still getting your supplies, but we would love to see you so far.
She's coming soon.
Good morning, ladies. I am like so not ready to be on camera.
Oh, no te preocupes, no te preocupes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I rolled out of bed like Jessie did. I was like, what? it's 3 minutes to 8. Okay.
Well, know that we accept you the way that you are, beautiful queen.
Yes, baby.
So if
Anyway
you
you come.
want to, no pressure, but I want to let you know, just all of Tiffany, because whoo, you are fire, queen. You are fire.
And I want everybody to know, first, Dee and I are going to go over the supplies. How about that, Dee?
Ooh,
So different things that you can have, all right, always, let me just show you you guys know I'm a teacher, so I'm not going to show off. Yes, I am. Anyway.
Oh my God. What is that?
This is my baby. This is my baby. No class starts without it. So in here, I have rulers, 2 sets of rulers, 2 different shapes of rulers, markers. You can have different colors. Have the colors that resonate with you. Even when I teach, I have the colors that resonate. And then when my students tell me, oh, I like this color, I go out and I get that color. And I have different types. All right. So having markers, crayons, pencils, pens, all right, and a pair of scissors, all right. I also use these beautiful tabs, and I like getting different kinds. Because when I make my boards for my students, I'll take one off and I'll point it to. So we're going to Italy, like we had an Italy travel board, and I point it to, and you write a little factoid on there when you're going to do it. 2022, 2020, you know, the summer. These are good to put on there because it'll post and you'll see the words in there every day. I like that. I like that. Always glue, tape, cinta. All right. And then today I just pulled out a lot of these little boards. All right. This is 9.5 by 11, just to show, because I knew you couldn't see me make a big old flat one. But we're going to do an example on here today. So anything that I choose. And guys, you can draw. You can draw. One of the vision boards I made for my class, we were talking about family. This is a vision board I made last year.
Wow.
And it was to show my family and who I loved, was taken care of, wanting to see, all right, of my family. So it's different things. And then on this is where you take and put family, you take and say what you put, a little notation, a caption underneath every page. You know, what does this picture say to you? What are your intentions set for your sisters, your brothers, your mother and father? There's my mother and father, guys. You know, mother and father.
Yeah.
Aren't they beautiful? And intentions that you set. The intentions that you set.
Wow.
So, and not every vision board needs to be physical. You can make these online. I love making vision boards online. I mean, I have fun on Photoshop all the time. And yeah, and you can print, you can print them out. You can make a screensaver with your vision board, so whenever you are online, it's on. Yeah. And I've seen people do that. It was awesome. My students love doing that.
Yes. There's even apps too. There's apps.
Wow, really?
There's apps to create a vision board, and then you can just pin your stuff and make it all pretty on there if you want, and different colors in the background. And
we gotta give that app.
Well, I need to find. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll get it. In addition to want to encourage all of you guys to look some stuff up too, because you know that's going to spark the creative juices in you and just that desire and everything.
And I just got to download No Limits. No
Exactly.
Limits. You are limitless.
Yeah.
So a good practice with a vision board, it actually gets you to connect with you. You're limitless.
Yeah.
You have balance. Your dreams are balanced. No. Go. Flow.
One of our one of our males that watches us sometime. Hey, I cannot pronounce your name, so please forgive me. He asked, was this platform not for Black men? And first, this platform is for everybody, Black, brown, purple, green, man or woman, because we're talking about, you know, yeah, you know that our show, it does say feminine flame, but remember all of us, every human has feminine energy and masculine energy. So yes,
so there is no Black, there is no brown, there is no,
and or males can create vision boards too. Hello,
that's right.
Hello, you this is not a gender thing we're doing today. This is we are manifesting what our desires are, because I want to show you some of the things that I'm going to put on my vision board. Because well, first I got this cool tape. It's glittery, so I'm going to use tape on it, and then I've printed out some words, and it says I commit to being a vehicle of love today. I'm so grateful, and I commit to being a vehicle of joy, to giving and radiating my unique, authentic expression to the fullest of my capacity. And it says a lot more things. So, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put this on my board. Watch out. Okay, wait. Then I got a picture of me, girl. Watch out. I thought I was too cute in this picture.
Let me see.
This was me on prom.
Oh, I love that picture of you.
This is not my smallest, but I don't want to be the size no more, for real, but I'm still going to put it on my board because I want to get inspiration of, and I'm not thinking, because at first I thought about it. I'm like, okay, if I put this on my board, am I saying that I want to go in the past? And I had a talk with myself, and I said, no, I'm saying that I know what I've already done and what is possible for me. So this girl was on fire. Watch out. You couldn't tell me nothing that day. Okay. I had my makeup done. My hair was fire. I was a Coke bottle jumping off. So I had the booty and the hips was rocking. My waist was all skinny. Girl, I would think I was a 36, 27, 39. Watch out. Okay.
Watch out.
Nothing. Woo! So I'm putting because I don't want to be quite that small again, but I'm saying, boo, you did it before, you can do it again, and possibilities are limitless. So I'm putting this on my board too. Oh, I love it. Okay, wait, I'm gonna show you something else. This was a picture of me with a tiger cub. Oh, like you can't see it, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
This is more the size that I want to be. I was like 170 pounds here. And
he's beautiful.
This is more the size that I want to be. I was like 170 pounds. Misty's listening to it on.
Oh, Miss like, yes, girl. Let's get it.
So I mean,
it was so good. I had to hear it twice.
Watch out, right? Watch out. The main thing that I like about this picture is my smile. I feel in this picture, you could tell that I was happy. You can tell that I was complete. You can tell that I had lots of joy. So that's what this picture is going to represent on my vision board, that you can have that. You can have that.
Here.
So DeAnna,
go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. DeAnna, what I'm getting is that your vision board is about you accepting you in your entirety and how beautiful and amazing and wonderful you have always been, are now, and will become.
Yes.
So that's what I'm getting.
Love you, Misty. Love you, baby. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Get up in here with that wisdom. Yes.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This one says, who am I not to trust?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
And this is basically my my life event. My whole life, 47 years of just different things of coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. Yes, my vision board is going to literally embody me just being a goddess. and just standing up for who I am, no matter what, and loving myself, accepting every edge of me.
Every curve of you.
We're talking before we went live, and she was talking about her losing weight and things and how her body's changing. And she was like, no. I said, boo, you just told your legs you don't like them. I love you, not that I want to see you this way. So my vision board is what you said, Misty. It's going to be embodying every aspect of me. And I'm going to look at it and just say, boo, I love you, D. I love you.
D, I want to say to you on behalf of yourself, the universe, and everybody else, thank you so much for embracing who you are and becoming the person, your higher self. And there's so much more I want to say, and I can't get it into words, but I wanted to thank you for that because I've mentioned it before. I use Snapchat and I love the filters. So I just play with the filters. And to me, that's a growth chart, but that's me learning to love me and accept me in my entirety. And you're doing this in a vision board. And I have my kids look at my phone and, oh, mom, you're so narcissist. You're such a conceited person. No, that's not what it's about.
No, it's not.
It's about embracing who I am and learning to realize this is me. I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm human. And this is, you know, this is where I'm at, and I'm going to embrace that. And I want to thank you for doing that. Every one of you ladies, you guys are incredible. And thank you so much for embracing who you are and be willing to show it to the rest of the world, because other people need to see it. They need to realize it's okay. It's okay to embrace who you are and get out there and let your light shine and just be you.
Oh, this is why I love you, Misty.
Thank you for that.
This is why I love you, Misty. And right back at you, igualmente. I'm serious. You are a shining example of what you just said, and I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. But that's you, girl. That's why I always say I love you, Misty. You're so positive.
I love everybody. I love you too.
Goodness. It shines through your words.
You know, Misty, when you said that, hey, Tiffany. Misty, when you said when your children were saying that you were being narcissistic or vain or conceited, because some people, when they do take a lot of pictures of themselves, that is what's on them. That is. So it's a intent. It's, you know, and I don't feel that intent from you. I don't feel that energy from you. And what they're speaking of possibly is what they see in media and movies and stuff, and that's the emotion or the intent that has been attached to us loving ourselves and seeing
the selfie generation.
So and you're doing the right thing. You're saying, no, that's not my intent, guys. No, Mama's showing you that I love myself and that I am accepting everything about me. That's why it's amazing that Jesse's here in that fine robe. Boo, you are still an amazing queen, regardless if you got mud on your face.
Thank you.
If you need your teeth whitened, or see, and even me saying need your teeth whitened, you don't need your teeth white.
Thank you.
We are just going to be who
brush your teeth.
Well, we want you to brush your teeth.
That's what you meant. That's what you meant.
Well, no, I wasn't. But I do
really
want you to, but I don't want you to brush your teeth for me. I want you to brush your teeth because you love your teeth and you love your gum.
That's right.
That's why, not because, you know, you're trying to get your teeth white. But you actually love your body. This is guys, we have governed. We are sovereigns over cells in our body, and right. So you need to act like you the sovereign. Give them what they need to strive.
Doing personal hygiene is, in a way, being kind to other people, but it's more about being kind to you and loving yourself and saying, "This is the body I have. I only get this one. Let me take care of it so it will last me as long as it can, and I can be in the best health and feel the best I can all my life." Is what it is.
And that's what I recognized when Dee tapped me on my shoulder this morning when I was like looking at rubbing oil on my legs. I was like, oh my goodness, I see wrinkles. I never had wrinkles because I'm losing weight, and it's like my skin's going, it's going down. I'm like, I said, every time I lift it up, look at it. I said, I got something for you. She's like, no. You just told your legs you don't love them. And go ahead.
Sorry. Just keep doing your oil because you may see the wrinkles now. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I was 340 pounds in 2018. And I had gotten down to 184 and I had the turkey neck and everything. I did gain some of that weight back. Thank you, COVID. But but if you keep doing your oils and stuff, your skin will become, when you do the rubbing the way you're supposed to, your skin will begin to, I want to say, get that elasticity back. It'll go back to the way it's supposed to be. Just don't give up on that.
Oh, well, right, I won't.
Just keep, just keep rubbing, rubbing your skin the way, learn the proper way so your wrinkles go back the way it all smooths out the way it's supposed to be, and it will go back. It won't stay wrinkled.
Oh, thank you, Misty. Thank you so much. And
you're beautiful.
Gracias. Oh,
you are so beautiful. Don't ever. And you need to, if excuse me, God forbid, we ever do have to have wrinkles, they are beautiful wrinkles. They're there for a reason, and they tell our story. So embrace it.
And wait,
thank you.
Come on now. No, if you have, because I have stretch marks, then the first stretch mark I got was in, I think, high school, because I gained weight like crazy one summer. It was crazy. And I'm
covered head to toe in stretch marks.
And then I changed. I reaffirmed and reframed that thought process, and I embraced them. And so now I call them tiger stripes. Yeah. So regardless if you have whatever on you, what I was sharing with Angela today, accept you the way that you are right now. Yeah. Regardless, and possibly, yes, you want to change it, but think about what you just told your body. What did you just, because remember the one that talks to us the worst is ourself. Our self-talk is not good at all. So I'm like, boo, you just told your body, you just told your legs you don't like them.
And I was like, oh no. So that my last little sprinkles of oil, I was like, I love you. I was going up and down my legs. I love you. Ooh, forgive me. I love you. And I'm going to take care of you.
Yes. And one thing that I do too.
Very good point.
What I do with my oil, I speak life into the oil before I put it on my body too. I speak affirmations into the oil. You are extraordinary. Thank you, for oiling my body. And then I do it. So love who you are. Like you said, Missy, my vision board. And actually it's not just I'm the vision board. Watch out.
Yes.
I'm the walking vision board. Hello.
Yes. Angela was saying earlier that she lives in her vision board because it's all around her. And that's what I've been doing. I've created 3 vision boards, but now I'm starting to take those things off of that vision board and incorporate it into my decor. So I am living in that. And that becomes my reality. And like I've said in one of my videos before, nobody has to know that that's what those things are for. So if you want this dream car, go find, very well the Hot Wheels is going to have that car. So go get the Hot Wheel and put it in your house someplace. To them, it's just a toy. They don't know that's your dream car and that's what you're working for. But if you're living in that and you're seeing it, it's always in front of you, it becomes your reality. You begin to work towards that and it becomes your reality. So incorporate it into everyday life, everything.
Oh, I love it. Another thing I love doing is writing affirmations and sticking them up on my wall. Or if I hear a new one, a word, and put like make cloud bubbles. And the other thing is, make it your own. I was seeing that. I wanted to see. I was looking at that back there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Thankful for things I'm thankful for. My affirmations and my manifestations.
Wow.
So let me back up.
There's those tabs. There's those different tabs. You can write on them up on there.
Don't limit yourself to anything. If you see something that you think, I can't stick that on that board. Yes, you can. There's glue, there's tape, there's staples. Go for it. You can stick anything on this. Don't limit yourself to anything. I even use I save, if I like the fortunes from the fortune cookies, I save them and use those. That's where I got that.
Same.
That's where I got that. Live a life you love. It's from a fortune cookie, and it hits so hard. And I'm like, oh, that I love that.
I love
I'm gonna get it tattooed on me.
I love
it. When I order, if I order Chinese food, I need it. I'm gonna need that fortune cookie. Please don't forget my fortune cookie.
Yeah, and I always, if I like what it says and it resonates, I keep that fortune, and then I put it on my vision boards.
Oh, that's what's up. I love that.
I even have some in my car on the dashboard, so I can see them when I'm driving and stuff.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Tiffany, we want to hear from you, Queen.
That's one board.
You're so quiet, Tiffany.
Oh, I'm just listening to everybody. And I was thinking, Misty, as you were talking, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I am so glad that I came on today, because I am just loving this whole conversation. I'm loving the energy of all of it, and the way that everybody just weaves in and out between the stories. And I'm just sitting here, well, of course, like running around trying to figure out what I'm going to do for a vision board, but but to be listening and just being like, yes. Yay.
You know what we can do today, if we are just having a conversation and we gather our things and we don't get to it, because I see the time and it's already halfway through it. We can have this beautiful conversations on vision boards, and Sunday we come prepared for the board and we get it done. If we have our things that it's ready and up and go, then we get it done. But if Sunday other people want to come out and do boards, that's also a great idea, just because how important a vision board is. I didn't collect all of my things because I'm going to do two. I'm going to do one on the computer and one on the vision board, on a board. But my daughter asked me to do the board with her later on in the day. So that's why I don't have all of my equipment, because she's like, you're going to do a vision board, can you please do it with me? And she's 16 and we barely do anything together anymore because, you know, she's on her own now. So I was like, okay, you're going to do a vision board. Let's do it together then. So that's just my other intake when it comes to these things.
And we can have a part two, because today we're showing, I'm not just speaking about, speaking about what a vision is, and what a vision board represents, you know, and why we make them. That was very important to do, you know. That, I mean, I love creating, I love art, of course, and you know, it makes you feel good whenever you do it. But it's the impact of what it means behind it, you know, and which everyone here has aptly just proven and shared with everyone, you know. That is the most important takeaway that I'm praying that everyone has, is that it's you. You know, you're showing yourself why you show up every day. Why do you do what you do, you know? And also what it is that you want to accomplish for yourself, because we're talking about our vision for 2022, right? And the basis behind is what Nicole had said before. She sets hers 3 months now, 3 months before, not that like what we normally, like you hear a New Year's resolution, I'm gonna do it now. Do it days before. We all know it takes 21 days to set anything new into action, you know, and make it live. But it doesn't mean you stop at the 21 days, you know, you have to keep going. But this is like starting now in October. So 3 months from now, you've already been working on your 2022. I was taught when I was younger, when you want to do something the following year, you start this year, you know, and then it's also the intent and what intentions, like Dee was speaking about in the beginning, that you set for yourself, that they're your intentions. It's your vision, you know. So every part of this is you're creating, you're casting this spell for yourself of goodness, of greatness. And yes, this is what I want. And skies, there's no limits. There are no limits. I was going to say sky's the limits. There are no limits. How far you can go as far as you want. It's boundless. It's boundless. So having that feeling that freedom, feeling that love of self, you know, the freedom of your spirit and how far your reach goes. You know, that's what we're striving to learn. And that's how, when we speak about our dreams, you want that to come out. And it's going to look exactly like you. Yeah. All right. So that's it. So I would love to like come back and do this again. Like if we continue to go over what pieces we can have. Like if Misty, you can show us like different things that you've used, how you bring out your creations, that would be awesome. Because I see you have all these beautiful boards.
Yeah, like I said, I've got 3, and this one is the first one that I started. I don't know if you guys can see these very well because it's, but this is the very first one I started. I started going to counseling because I was so depressed, and so my marriage was ending and everything. And I started going to counseling, and my counselor was like, "You need to create a vision board. Divide it into 3 sections. The way you see yourself.
All right.
The steps you want to take to change, and who you want to see yourself in the future."
Ooh, that's deep.
So, yeah. And what I did was, because I had to divide it in 3 places, into 3 sections, you can't see it very well, but I left a small door here because change is hard. But it's open, and it's going into the steps that I want to create the change, and it'll go loops around, and you know, all the different travels and stuff and hoops and stuff you have to go through. And the bigger door here where the change is easier. So it just flows into who I'm going to be in the future.
That's
so awesome. Baby steps.
Yes. And these boards are ever changing. So they're always supposed to be changing. It's not something you do once and hey, set it up there and leave it and forget about it. This is something that you incorporate into your life, and it is something you constantly work on. So you constantly change things. You're constantly adding to it, taking away from, okay, I've done this step. I'm going to remove that. That's done and over with, and I'm good with that. Now I'm going to add something else in to help create who I want to be from this point forward. So this part where I used to be is constantly changing because I'm no longer who I used to be. Every day, every step is you're someone new. So it has to constantly change. And so I just, this one, because it was my first one, I found stickers that have sayings on them, like one of a kind, and they're amazing, just do it, it's a wonderful day, smile, bye-bye, dream, shake it off. And then I had magazines, and I just found words and sayings that I liked that resonated with me, and I put those in there. And then and I just started, you know, just draw little things here and there, and I just wrote it in pencil because I kept thinking this has to change all the time. I don't want to write it in ink. This way I can erase it and keep rewriting stuff. Otherwise I have to get a new board or a different piece of paper to put it on or something else. So it's just, that's what I did with this one. Now my third board is not finished, but it's my dream board. This is my dream house.
Oh, let's see.
I got chills. Right. What I wanted to do is divide it into 2, and I took some of the pictures off because I'm going to add them into my decor in my room, so they're not on here, but they're up here. Like, this is my dream house. This is the house I want.
Oh wow.
Of course, there's going to be some changes to that, but this is the house I want.
Is that glass? Is that all glass?
Yes.
I love that.
And this is the kitchen. Part of a kitchen like I want.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love the wood.
And then there's like, these are other parts of the house I like. And you can see here, Angela, I started drawing a bathroom. So if you wanted to draw something, draw out the aspects you want in your house on one side, and on the other side, draw out the blueprints.
Oh, that's too cool.
Ooh, nice.
That's too cool.
But I was doing this side. I wanted vacation because I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to Belize. I want to go to Maldives. I want to go to Maldives before it disappears. I want to go to these, like this right here. These ones are in Mexico.
Nice.
That's a place in Mexico you can go and stay.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
Wow.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Mexico?
So it's
Someone say Mexico?
it's just taking aspects of things that resonate with you. And like you guys we keep saying, it's limitless. Don't say, okay, this has to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Use whatever you want. You get your hands on it, you can use it for this board. It's just finding the way to make it work with the board and getting it to stick there. Otherwise it works. Go for it.
I want to ask, can I ask you, Misty?
Yeah.
What is the thought process while you're making your board? And then how do you carry it with you throughout the day?
My thought process when I'm making the board is I basically get the inspiration of, okay, what is it? How is it I'm feeling right now? What is it that's resonating with me? What is it that I want? Like with my first one, writing down where I'm at and how I see myself, that was really hard because I never thought of it. I never thought of that. But knowing where I wanted to go and who I wanted to be, what kind of woman I wanted to be, I knew that. So it's just really like we do on an everyday basis when we're trying to do affirmations and seeing things we want to change. What is it I'm feeling? What is it I want? What is it I need to, what are the steps I need to take to reach that? And that's where I go from. And then when I'm actually have everything in front of me, I just gather whatever kind of silly, stupid things I can get my hands on as craft stuff. Doesn't matter what it is. I even have safety pins. You can use safety pins on there and rope and do like little notes or whatever and hang it off of those. But I just gather a bunch of craft stuff and then I'm thinking, okay, so what is my focus? See, like DeAnna's is her. She wants to show who she is and how she embodies herself and how much she loves herself and how amazing she is. So she's going to gather up whatever she can that's going to reflect that. And just go for it. Don't overthink it. When we overthink it, it's when it gets too hard. You don't want it to become too hard. You want it to flow and be you and just be fun. And then to incorporate in your everyday life is just remembering, okay, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be, or this is who I am. Let me expand on that. What can I do? And I have right here, you can't see it, right here, this little piece of paper my counselor gave me. And I read this every time I want to change something. It says, one thing I can and I am willing to do today to move in the direction towards my goal. And I marinate on that every day. What can I do? What small thing, doesn't have to be something big, doesn't have to take hours, doesn't have to take minutes, it could take a few seconds. What small thing can I do now and I'm willing to do right now to move towards my goal?
That's deep.
That is.
It's very deep.
That's
very, very deep.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I got out of the things that it's like screaming at me is that the reason, and this is so good because it is the feeling, and you're adding so much feeling, and because you're adding so much feeling into it and so much of you, it's coming out to fruition. And maybe not as fast as we want to, because this is not for it to be like, okay, I'm gonna put it on the board and tomorrow it's gonna happen. No. This is your yearly goal, and you're taking steps, you're taking action every single day, because it's not about making the board and leaving it there to dust. It is about making, because sometimes it happens. Sometimes, you know, our spiritual, we are those people that we set it and forget it, and then we come back and like, oh shit, didn't I put that in a board? Right. Sometimes we can be those people, but sometimes we need the assistance of like, okay, like Misty said, every day, looking at that and going for it every single day. And it makes it easier to do it that way. I feel, in my own opinion, it makes it easier and it makes it tangible. You know, tangible, like, okay, I am going to get this done. Because sometimes we put stuff on a board like $1 million house, and yet we don't even have $5 in the bank. Mm-hmm. So it's like that, you have to like literally be honest with yourself. Okay, so this is my future home. This is not my this year's home. This is my future home. Because I have 5, you know, and it's not limiting yourself. It's about knowing that this is a transition just like everything else in life.
Yeah, and like this is that's part of why I got into the FLC, because it's not only do I have the vision, like I want this house. Right. Okay, I know I'm gonna have this house. I know this is mine. How do I get there? Right. So I found mentors that have done something like this. They know how to get there, and they're showing me how to do it.
Right.
So, and there was something Master, well, he says all the time. I just don't remember the exact words, so bear with me. I think one of you guys will probably all know what I'm talking about. But he says that you have to take action. What is that? This I can't remember the phrases he says, but it's basically in motion. Emotion is in the word emotion or something like that. So you have to put emotion into it. Yeah, to move forward and take action on everything. Because think about it, on an everyday basis, are you not taking action anyway on whatever it is, whether it's towards your goal or not?
Yes.
Why not add your goal in there?
Every second.
Even if you're sitting on accounts, being that what they call accounts potato, you're still taking action.
Yeah.
Yes. Why not add your goals in there? Yes.
And get out of what we put into it. Yeah. And so you're still taking action. People think you're not doing nothing. People say that to the people all the time. Oh, you're not doing it. Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Don't you see what they're doing?
Yeah. Make it, you know, find a way to get this into your subconscious that this is where I'm going. This is what I want. Okay. How can I get this into my subconscious? So whether I'm consciously thinking about it or not, I'm still working towards that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
One of the main things that I like about your boards, Misty, was that you had different types of boards. You had boards for your future. You had a dream home and stuff. You had literally a board which was a journal, you know, and it caused you, because when you had who you are now and the evolution of where you want to be. So you had to literally go inside and calm yourself and become aware of, I don't even know who I am. So who am I, you know? So it was literally a journal. You were journaling. It was a journal. You were spelling, you were doing all of that. But I really love the fact that you don't have just one type of board. And that's what I want our audience to know, that there, like we've said, there's no limit to your boards. And that's what we're meaning too, meaning the type of board that you have either, you know. You can have a board like mine, because this is only going to be one of my boards, because you're right, you know, this is all about me, you know, on the board. And then I am going to have a board for the other things and my desires that I want. And that is amazing. And I want everyone that's watching us to really grasp that and understand that the tools that we're giving you today, make them your own, and then just go crazy. Go crazy.
Decorate and put your pictures and let us know, tag us and let us know, hey, this is my board that I created. Thank you, lady. Like, you know, do something for you. Really for you. And if out of all the things that we have said and you couldn't comprehend any of it, or you did comprehend it, you wanted to, and whatever, this is the thing that we encourage you the most. The affirmation, because it will give you transformation in your life. And that's what I'm calling for everybody for 2022, transformation. I called it for me for 2021, that even my friends like, wow, you're claiming some stuff that stuff, it's like far off the park. I said, for me, it's not, you know, for other people, it might feel off the park, but this is what I feel I can do. Like I was claiming leaving my job last December, and people are like, oh my God, but like, this is the job that like feeds you. Your husband is not working. I said, I'm going to claim it, because that's what I want. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to claim the fact that I'm going to be going to the Himalayas mountain, and I'm going to call all of it my spiritual, all of this stuff that I'm, and then they were like, yeah, okay. Now they're looking at me like, oh, so you're going to the Himalaya mountains now? Because I see you quit your job.
Jesse,
yeah, take it. Go ahead.
One thing that you said that I want everyone to realize too, remember you cannot always share what you're doing to other people. It depends on you.
Good one.
Yeah.
If you're not to that evolution to where their influence, that outside influence will sway you,
yeah,
definitely don't share it.
That's important. Thank you. Yes. Thanks, Wayne.
Because I'm saying everyone's not like Jesse. Jesse's like, what? I'm going to be the president, and I don't care what you say. That's Jesse. But everyone's not Jesse. And
Jesse's the trendsetter.
Well, Jesse is Jesse. That's who she is.
Jesse.
You know, she's unique.
That's why I say she's a trendsetter, because people accept that and love that.
She is who she is. And I want to share with everyone else that ultimately what we want you to do is to become aware of who you are and then transcend, you know, so know who you are, accept who you are, and just be and do. Because if you can't share with anybody, that's okay. Because that's how
I'm out of the cocoon, boo.
Yeah, if you can share with people, that's okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Good. That is. And you have to remember, you are the forefront. You already speak without saying words, you know?
Yeah. You do.
You already communicate with each other. We already do. We teach and learn by example. So you're already speaking before you even say something when you walk in the room.
Yeah, you do.
And just to go back and reiterate this, just because you're calling it a vision board does not mean it has to be a board. It can be anything at all. Anything at all. It does not have to be a board.
Doesn't have to be a board.
Does not have to be a board. You do not have to do two-dimensional. You can do 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, go 5D, whatever you want, honey. Just go.
Go for it. Just go for it, right?
Just go for it.
Yes.
Each part of my apartment is a representation of myself. And I love that Dee said that in the beginning. My kitchen is a representation of myself. How I have everything laid out, and that's a representation of.
I'm coming over and we're cooking, honey. I want to learn how to cook other foods.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me, Misty.
I will find a way to get there, because I want to learn how to cook everything from everywhere.
Right. Tiffany, you were about to say something, love.
We'll get you a bigger kitchen, Angela, and we'll all cook.
Yes.
We'll all have a party at Angela's big kitchen and cook for each other.
Yeah. Tiffany, go ahead, love.
Yeah. So I was just saying, I'm peeling an orange right now. But I love what you were saying, Dee. And at the moment, I completely lost what.
It'll come back.
I know you were saying something really deep and profound, Dee, and now it just totally left me.
Not sharing with other people. Be careful when you're sharing with other people.
Yes, thank you, Angela. So, thank you for saying that, because I have definitely fallen into that multiple times.
Me too.
And at least for me, I think you too. Yeah, at least for me, I think it comes from wanting to be accepted.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
that's one of them.
Yeah, one of, I'm sure many for sure. But
Validation, that's another.
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, why do we need that? Why do we need the validation? Why do I feel like I need the validation and to be accepted with everything that I do in every aspect of my life? And asking myself, like, where did that come from? What's at the bottom of that? What's the root of that? And and it's so amazing, Misty, that the first vision board that you did had those 3 sections to it, which, like, the number 3 also carries its own energy.
Mhm.
And it made you really have to, like, look at those things and ask those deep questions and get to the root of things, and not only just get to the root of things, but then, like, put it in front of you, so you have to look at it every single day. That is just so incredible. I mean,
It was so hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can, because as you were saying that, I was like, oh.
Well, it's hard because not only did I get to look at the good side of me, I got to look at the bad and what needed to change. And that was hard and it hurt.
Yeah. But then you heal from that. You're healing because you have a path that leads to that healing, not just like in your heart or in your head or whatever, but in front of you as well, like, so that you can see that every single day and be reminded and inspired by it every single day. And that is just so amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to throw this out there too. I don't know if any of you ladies have had the opportunity to talk with Amy Moses, but I was talking to her one day and she's learning about, because she's in home interior decorating, and she is learning about feng shui. So she was looking at my room and doing the feng shui thing with my room. And she said, okay, where you have your bed is exactly where you need it. And at that time I had my vision boards on the wall, and I showed her where they're at. She says, those are exact perfect place for those, because that's the strongest place for you to have more power from them. Wow. For them to really come to, like, be really there. So I don't know if anybody else believes in that or follows any of that, but yeah, when you're going to put your vision boards up or do those in some, however you're going to do it, try to keep that in mind. You want it in the most powerful place for you. You not only want it to visual and in your face all the time, you want to be able to put it in that most spiritual, vibrational, powerful place. So I throw that out there.
Oh no, that was big. That was awesome. That was awesome. So cool. I was thinking about the spirit of things. Yes. And I do. I am feng shui. I love it. And set the spirit in my apartment in different spots too. And I keep the same thing that I do, the same spot for the same thing. Like my meditation, my eating. I keep everything where I was, so the energy builds there. So when I return to it, it's still there.
Yeah.
And over time, it builds even more. That's awesome.
Yeah, and be ready to really face a lot of your innermost demons if you're going to do something like my first board, because it can get ugly and it's scary. And you're like, I didn't think I was that way. I didn't see that before. And then, or I didn't know I thought that way about myself. And then here it is in front of me. And now, how do I change that? If you don't recognize it, you can't change it. You can't do anything about it. So you have to recognize that and have it in your face and say, okay, these are my flaws. I want to change them, and I will, but I have to recognize it. I have to accept it. And I have to realize, like I keep saying, I'm human, but I have to recognize that it's okay to have those flaws, because now I can change them, but because I'm human and I'm not perfect. You can't be perfect. So now that you know this and you've accepted you're not perfect, how can you change this so these can, if not completely disappear, they can diminish and not be so prominent. So it's a hard, tough thing to be faced with, but in the end, you come out a better person.
Yeah. So
done
deep,
right, you come out so much better than when you started. So
yes, that board was shadow work. You just
said, you did, yeah.
Because even some of the words that you used, you know, when you said bad or demon, you know, that can have a negative even emotion towards those words. But ultimately what I received from what that board did for you, you got to be aware of yourself and accept yourself. You were, and then you determine if does that serve me? Does that serve my purpose? And then if it didn't, then you allowed that energy to move out of you. You allowed it to transmute. Because none of us are, because I feel, me personally, none of us are flawed. None of us are imperfect. Remember, you are worthy regardless if you got mud on your face or anything. What we're doing is that we're detoxing all of the programming and things that was put on in this lifetime and some the previous lifetimes. In addition to, we could be healing lineages upon lineages of things that's on our family. But we just have to be aware of it, look at it like you said, love it, accept it, and then determine if does this truly serve my family or me? And then if not, I release you with love, you know, passion and grace and peace, you know.
Yeah, I just want people to be aware that that is part of the journey of doing the vision boards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really is, and it's a big one. And I want to touch on that before this goes away. So the reason why demons are demons is because they're in the dark for way too long. So if we can find a way to get the light into us, our darkness sides just lowers down, because the shadows cannot live for too long unless we give them the permission and the acceptance of it. So this is what we're doing when it comes to these things. And I wanted to say exactly how I was coming through. This is why I closed my eyes, because I wanted you to understand that our demons or our dark energies are dark energies because they've been in the dark for way too long, but they always been light because it was always made as light. Somewhere along the way, we made a left turn, and we like that left turn, and we stay there for way too long. And because we stay there for way too long, the light is harder to go through. But our lights can go through, and we can allow that, and we can transmute that energy. So if that is in a place that anybody is listening to this right now or later on, is know that you have the right, and you have the chance, and you have the way to transmute this energy of how you're feeling. It is about taking the actions and not being afraid of what you're going to see, because what you see now, and then when you cross the light line, it's going to be way better. It's scary now because darkness doesn't remember light.
Beautiful. That was a blessing. That was a blessing.
So those three categories, the ones that Misty mentioned, those three categories, start from there and work your way to another board. But the shadow of this board needs to come out first. Wow. The pain needs to come out so we can allow it to shine and amazingness and everything, because we are attached to something that doesn't have an attachment to. You know what I'm saying? It's just because we don't remember that there's better and people that can help us, and you know, and all of these beautiful energies that can help us and allow us to go through.
It's the groundwork. It is the groundwork. That's why we do our shadow work. That's why we do our inner child healing, meditations, everything, because it's the groundwork. You have to find out what it is you need to take care of who you are, how you're thinking, and it'll take you where you want to be. You know, no more. I used to say, I used to have this closet in my room, and it had this old latch, but you know, it's like metal, so nothing can really bust through metal, right? So you could take the latch, it clamps it, right? I used to put so much junk in there and just press my body up against it and latch and go like that. And my mother said, "You clean your room?" Yes, all the stuff was in there. But then I realized that was a metaphor of what we all do. We stuff things away because we just don't stuff things away. We don't want to see it. We don't want to feel what's going to take our heart. We don't even think I'm that way. You know what I mean? And it's scary. It's hard, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So we put it in there. We push up against it. We latch it, and everything. Oh, my whole room was clean. It was the bomb. But in that closet, open it up. Everything was just.
Yep.
My mother did that a couple times, by the way, and she was like, "Clean it up." So, but you hear what she said? My mother said, "Clean it up." She opened it.
My mom used to say that the way you have your room is the way you have your head.
Yes.
Yes. My mom did too. How you have your hat, a clean house is a clean mindset. Dirty house, cluttered mindset. Yep.
Because it's all energy. It's all reflection.
Yeah.
Reflection.
Yeah. And when we hide things because we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
Yes. Jessie, it was really important that you said what you said. And the download that I got on that is that, because today we're talking about vision boards, and usually people say vision boards are, you are putting your best life there, what you want, but
they're more than that.
We're saying today that you're not going to achieve that because you get what you are. And if you inside still have different things that you were pushing in the closet, like Angela was saying, you're not going to get that house. You're not, because you can't even attract it. You're not even the vibrational frequency of it because you still
you're not ready yet.
You need to clean out. You need to clean those corners. It's also Angela's talked about getting that Q-tip and cleaning that corner, you know, because knowing who you are and then accepting it and then transmuting that energy that doesn't line up with your purpose here in this reincarnation. So I wanted to bring that in too, because that's why we're talking about that too, guys.
Yeah.
We don't want you to waste your time to create this board and make it all pretty and sparkly and have the gold tape and you got that glitter glue and all that stuff.
And you wonder why it's not working.
You can't achieve it and you still see it, and it's the next year and it's that same board and then it's the next year. And it's because, Queen, you haven't cleaned yourself up. So clean yourself up so you can get that and become that vibrational frequency of what you truly desire.
Yes. Oh wow. Praise Allah. Beautiful thing. Yes.
See, when you were saying that the what I got was you're not even a magnet yet. It's so dirty, you're not even a magnet yet.
Right.
You're not.
You can't even attract it because we're not even magnets.
We attract who we are. We attract what we are, not what we want.
Yeah.
That's why I love the my burning ritual, which is I write it and I really detach from it and I burn it. And I do that for the full moon. I do it whenever I want to let go of something, and it started because I was doing a meditation with Deepak, and it's the 21 day of abundance meditation. And if you guys have never done that, that's deep because it helps you really get out of your shadow. Like it really helps you shine. And one of the dates, that was one of the prompts, write in your journal things that you no longer want and sit in the back, sit somewhere quietly, breathe it out and burn it, and just burn it with the moon. And because I'm so connected to the moon, every time that I do work or anytime I just sit under the moon and I ask for guidance, and I always say, you know, I'm letting go, I'm letting this go. And this is why it has such a big meaning to work with the fire, because when the fire burns it, it's just ashes, and it's just and then the wind takes care of the rest and blows the ashes out of here. So that is something very deep, that if you are ready to let go on that level of healing, that's a really good way to go.
Fire purifies. And there's fire in everything, not just the fire flame you see. There's fire in words. You got to put the words in there. You gotta put the words in there to be able to set your soul on fire. And we're doing that. We're doing that. The words we're speaking and the words everyone's hearing from us. Yeah. Hey, that's what we're doing. We're setting souls on fire.
We got activation class in 15 minutes, boo.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, my sister, please, Angela.
Yes, the time has gone by. It's 9:15.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Everyone, you know what? I'm gonna give everyone that's here a chance for last words. Last words. Tell me what you'd like to let everyone know. Everybody. Tiff, you want to go first?
I was going to say that. Tiffany, go first.
I heard you. Go ahead, Tiff. Even if it's one word.
Powerful.
I love you. Love you.
Funny, Angela, because that's the very first word that came up, and I was like, no, I gotta find it. You know?
I love you. Good.
Spot, and I was like, come on. Okay, no. Powerful.
Awesome. Misty.
I would say empowerment. Empower yourself. Accept who you are. Embrace it. Be ready to really face who you are as a person, and be ready and open for the change, for the growth you're going to have, because you're not just this little seed anymore. You are so much more than that. And you know, whether you are halfway there or you're, you know, already a great oak, but you will be, and you are a strong, powerful person. You just have to embrace that and empower yourself. Allow yourself to grow and to be empowered.
Yeah.
Me. Yay. The first thing that came to mind is smile. And not to others. Give yourself a smile. Look at yourself in the mirror and smile. Look in your eyes and just smile, and just, if you gotta giggle, if you shake, just smile.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Jessie.
So I was looking for a word, but then I picked up my cards so I can shuffle them. And the card that stood underneath before I shuffle was this one. So she wants to come out and talk to us. And it's honesty and communication.
Wow.
Not just with others, but with oneself.
Yes. Misty, girl.
Yeah. So you are given the opportunity to speak your truth. You have reached a point in your journey where you must be honest with yourself and all those around you. If you are holding anything in a field, you need to share anything in order to feel free. Know that your angel and guides are encouraging you to act on this now. When you share your feelings and speak truthfully, you draw the support and light of the universe in your heart. If you are in a challenging position and find it difficult communicating what it is your heart, call in the angel and ask them to support you. They want you to know that when you are speaking honestly, you attract experiences that lovingly reflect who you really are, the light, right? If you feel a person or a situation is making you lose a sense of yourself or drawing away from joy, it is time to speak up and to make sure that you are heard. You are being guided to begin by lovingly connecting with your own heart, to home in on the honor of what you want yourself in your life to be. Take time to reflect on what it is important to you when you want to direct your energy and what your priorities are for the next phase of your journey. It may be that you are fighting against the flow and not wanting to admit it to yourself that something is holding you back or damping your spirit. But angels love you and want you to know that honesty is the best policy. And guys, thank you so much, spiritual team. Thank you so much, ancestors, angels of the lights. and everyone that I was able to assist in this beautiful healing for today. Because I am just a vessel. Angela's just a vessel. Dee is just a vessel. Misty. And also our beautiful sister Tiffany that came today. And everybody that is going to be with us later on throughout the day, ancient time. Because like Dee said, yes, this is one of those healings, my God. This is one of those healings that your ancestors want you to get, so that you can move past the pain, because you are not pain, you are love, and you are guided by all of the universe, especially your ancestors.
Oh, wow. Praise Allah. Praise Allah. And with that being said, everyone, I pray that everyone continues to have a blessed day full of love and light. Remember that you are strong. You are powerful and you are divine. And we will see you all tomorrow. Love you all dearly. Have a blessed day. Yes. And thank you, my beautiful sister queens. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you guys.